Alright, cool, you lot. So it's Canada Korea. We're here with episode 1 of the podcast, The Truth. Who we're here with?
Mr. De-Silva.
And in this podcast, we're going to be talking about what type of business industries you should be going into now in 2025 as upcoming entrepreneurs. So what do you think is the best type of, what's the industry or business that you think young entrepreneurs and just starting entrepreneurs should go into?
If it ain't online, it don't make sense.
Yeah, why do you think, why is online important?
Footfall, traffic, coverage, you can reach someone in Saudi Arabia, you can meet someone in the Netherlands.
Yeah, so you're saying the online e-commerce industry, to be particular, is the way to go because it gives that allowance to kind of reach the whole world. You're not
audience.
just your audience, your target audience, your target market it becomes international because you no longer have to be stuck in just one location.
Of course, you can ship anywhere in the world for the right shipping price.
Yeah.
If you want to start a business in the UK and you want to ship all of a sudden to America or whatever, your same websites, you just move your marketing strategy to the other country. On your checkout page, you just add international delivery. Everything is e-com. Everything is tap on the phone, arrives to your house, right?
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think needs to be, before someone starts a business, obviously they make a business plan. What are key things, like say it briefly, what are key things that need to be in someone's business plans which will allow them to succeed, let them be structured, organised, but what should they actually have in their business plan?
Well, first thing first, you're going to start a new business project. You have to be really, really realistic about what you're trying to sell.
Yeah.
It's a moment you can, you want to wake up one day and you decide you want to friggin' sell flowers. You've got to be really realistic. Who am I going to sell it to? Why are they going to buy from me? Who can I compete with?
Yeah.
Why are people going to come and buy from me?
So understand your target market.
Yeah. I understand your demographics. Understand who's going to click that button and say yes. Are they going to buy from you because your product is unobtainable by anyone else? Or are they going to buy for you branded?
Yeah.
So you're talking branded e-com or non-branded e-com. Yeah. So what do you think? Why do you think so many shops on the high street have closed down and why we have so many shop fronts available?
Because what's happening is that what life's developing extremely fast, especially in the business world. So what's happening is all these online businesses, even businesses that are in store but also have that online opportunity, they're just starting. They're progressing so much more than everyone else because when customers are coming to buy from them, people nowadays are extremely lazy. People cannot be bothered to walk down the high street and go buy a tracksuit anymore. People would rather go online, few taps on their phone, ping Apple Pay, ping. They've got a tracksuit in 30 seconds from sitting on their sofa. People are too lazy now. They want that convenience. The thing with online stores is it gives that opportunity of convenience, which, that's what people want now.
Yeah, we live in an era of convenience.
Yeah. Okay, but why wouldn't you open a shop in the high street, even though there's still so much opportunity with the community around, etc.?
Okay, cool. So what happens is when you set up a shop on the high street, normally you're then governed to one geographical position. Let's just say East London, let's say Walthamstow.
Yeah.
Bam. I'll open up a shop in Walthamstow, which actually is not a bad place to open up a shop.
Yeah.
Good footfall, right? But how many times are people going to visit me for one product? Say Tony or James comes to my shop, Andy or Sandra comes. Yeah. How many times in 1 week are they going to come to me?
Yeah,
once, maybe. If I'm lucky, they come twice. I need Tony, Sandra, Ramjid, Mohammed. I need everyone passing my shop. So why would I? And then watch this fact. By time we live in the Western world, we live in England, Great Britain, questionable. How do to set up a shop now, you pay your rent in advance, then you pay your rent, then you pay your rates, then you pay your gas, your electricity, then you furnish the shop, furnish it, decorate it, prepare it, then you set up, then you buy your stock it, then you have your staff to run it. Bruv, by the time you do that,
too many expenses. And also to add on to that as well, what's so important about having an e-commerce store or online store in comparison to an in-store is the cash flow. Cash flow is king. And the thing is, like what you were saying before, about how there's too many outflows. The problem with a business is when you're starting up, you need the least outflows.
Yes.
You need to break even. You're not going to get that breaking even point unless you have enough inflows. So when you have a shop, like you said, rent, gas, electricity, utilities, all of this stuff, there's too many outflows. There's not enough inflows. But with an online store, all you need is a domain, which you can get off GoDaddy for 99 pennies. You need a website designer, which you can learn how to do yourself. You spend £1 on Shopify, you're on £1.99 right now,
Yeah.
and then you buy your stock. So you've just spent basically £1.99 setting up your store for people to buy from you. It's that simple.
But it's going to be, I would say it's going to be 10% of what you would spend if you want to go shop front. Now, people who do want to go shop front, right?
Yeah.
Food, beauty, or services,
in-store
barbershop,
services,
in-store services. Like, one thing people will travel for to the high street, food.
Yeah.
Look, you know why McDonald's does so good? Because people need to eat every day.
Yeah.
And some people will go there every day, believe it or not.
So why are there shops like food companies, beauty services?
Because food, people will travel for food. You're gonna Uber Eats. Uber Eats has made eating much more easier.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but food is something people will venture for. Yeah, food is something people go to restaurants. They go to Milan, they go to the steakhouses.
For that experience.
Yeah, because it's an experience, and also it's a social experience.
Yeah.
People pay for social experiences. That's why, for example, we live in Great Britain. The pub is a social experience. That's why out of the whole high street, a lot of the pubs, they do so well.
Yeah.
Because people just don't go there to drink. It's social.
Socialise.
When you're selling a product in a shop, say you're selling clothes, there's no social experience, bro. It's called the black hole story.
Yeah.
So a person starts a business, right?
Yeah.
They put loads of money into it. They get a shop on the high street, yeah? Fundamentally, they get a shop on the high street, right? It looks good in their community. You know, they throw loads of money in it. Say sub £100,000, yeah? All that money into it because it looks good. The colours are there. People are coming. But then they get all the way to the end and they realise, hold up, we're selling products that are £5.
Yeah.
So we put 150, 200 grand into something to sell something that cost a £5. Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
So the pricing, how you price your products.
Yeah, but on the high street, you know, you either sell things for a high price or you sell them for a reasonable price and you do volume. Yeah. As soon as you're on the high street, unless you're luxury or designer, you're in trouble. That's why you're better off being e-com.
Yeah.
And when you make your first sub 100,000, you know, you have to be proactive what you do with the money.
Yeah.
You don't just go straight away and buy yourself a bust-down watch.
Yeah.
Or you don't go straight away and buy yourself a Lamborghini or a Porsche. That's silly. Yeah?
And you think that you should always reinvest your money into the business or spend it on kind of luxuries?
I think you should diversify your money into different areas. Yeah? Diversify your money into different areas so it stretches and lasts for longer. So let's just say we make £100,000, right? Out of our business. Okay. It depends how aggressive your business is. If your business has the potential to grow aggressively, and the next £100,000, if you was to invest this £100,000 into your business, and in 6 months you could see $1 million out of it, do it straight away. Even if in a year you could see that $1 million, I'd say I would put 90 grand of that money back into my business and 10 grand to run myself for at £1 a month. For the next 10 months. Living at home. Until I got to the next figures.
So until you're at that next stage, you need to really just
correct, because we all know £100,000. It might sound like a lot to talk out loud, but in living in the UK, it's no longer a lot of money. Don't forget, we've got to bear in mind taxes as well. We all start off our journey by thinking, okay, let's make money. Cool, but the more and more you get into it, you start to learn. Hold up, I actually want to be wealthier for the long run.
So you want that money to kind of follow you. So you kind of you begin your journey chasing money, then eventually the money starts chasing you.
Correct, and it follows you. And that is the end goal.
Well, thanks for watching the video. This is only episode 1 of the Truth podcast series. I've got loads of other amazing entrepreneurs coming. Thank you very much, Mr. De-Silva.